Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be testing out field hospitals and just to see whether or not they're worth it. Field hospital 3s are supposed to give 40%, 30% reduced experience loss. So if there is really an impact from field hospitals, well, Field Hospital 3 should be big enough to really show it. Now, first, let's talk about the reason why nobody really uses field hospitals. So, most major nations have enough manpower that field hospitals are irrelevant. You just don't need them. You have a large enough manpower pool that you should be good enough without them. Most minor nations that actually care about field hospitals do not have the industry to actually add them to their divisions. It's going to cost me 30 support equipment and 20 trucks per division to add the field hospital. That is very expensive and it does nothing to help you win. So we're going to do the same thing with both tests. We're going to reload at this point. We're going to go up to May 15th and then we're just going to click go. I'm only going to put up the fighters for this test. I'm not going to bother putting up the CAS. Alright, so it's May 15th. We are ready to declare war on the Soviets. I've recorded our starting manpower just in case this screen doesn't take into consideration field hospitals. So we'll be able to compare manpower at the start of the war and at the end of the war. And then we can just aggressively battle plan. And I'm going to do no micro. We lost 166,000 manpower. Now the important thing is this general started with about 60% experience on each unit. Everyone else started trained regular and for the most part they've gained a little bit of experience. So we'll keep that in mind. This general, he gained some. One even became regular, but it wasn't much. Alrighty, so this is the day before they're going to cap. I'm going to record their manpower losses now. 276 versus 166. That's 100k more. If we do a little quick math, I'm sure that's about 60%. 66% more losses. Now I'm going to let them cap because I took the ending number for the other one after they capitulated. Okay, I took the exact same states and now I have 2.12 million manpower. So I actually started with slightly more, and that's because I saved manpower by not needing 500 in each division. And I ended with about 20,000 manpower less because I didn't need the manpower in the divisions. Now on the actual IC losses, if we take a look, we're looking at 13.5% more losses. And that's the main problem here. One is you got the upfront cost. You're adding 30 support equipment times 4 and 20 trucks times 2.5. So you're adding 170 costs to your division. For small nations, that's very expensive and it provides no actual combat stats. If you're using a 9 and 1, which you're probably going to be using as a minor, people who actually care about field hospitals, that's a pretty substantial increase to the cost of your division. Because that division is only going to cost 760. If you're adding 170 costs to that, that's pretty bad. You're increasing the cost of your army by 22%. You're also increasing your losses by 13.5%. Now you are going to save manpower, but it's not like I was trying to conserve manpower here. I was literally battle planning. You don't take insane manpower losses when you're microing by yourself. If we look at these units here, most of my divisions are still regulars. They don't have quite as much experience as with field hospitals, but they're not substantially worse off either. None of these guys lost experience. Field hospitals just really aren't worth it. The only countries that care about the additional manpower losses are the countries that can't afford the IC cost or the IC losses. And that's really the problem. Plus, it does cost 500 manpower per field hospital. So even though I've lost 100,000 more men, I have the same ending manpower. And that's simply down to not needing all of that manpower. Like 196 times 500 is 98,000. There's basically all of the difference in manpower losses. Okay, you saved yourself effectively 12,000 manpower. Congratulations, I guess? I mean, they're just really bad. Field hospitals are just not worth it. They don't do anything of importance. And that was level 3. They don't get more expensive at higher levels. They have the same cost regardless of level. And if level 3 aren't really doing that much, then what is level 1 or level 2 going to do? So don't use field hospitals. They're worthless. Anyways, thank you for watching and I will see you guys next time.